It's Tuesday, the 23rd of February, and we're now reinstating the roof trusses. And because of the sag over the years, the roof sags in the middle. So I'm putting stronger timbers in, which span to both sides, and then that's going to raise that roof up a touch. It's proving to be a bit tricky, so I'm going quite steady. But I'll turn you around now and I'll show you. This is one of the timbers that's going in, but you know, you'll see it's not quite as simple as you think. So here you can see one of the timbers that I'm replacing in. So I've had to shape it to give it the curve of the ceiling, and then I've had to shape it so that it fits. I don't know if you can see, fits in that groove there, that sticks down a bit. And this is what I've done this side. So I've gone, it's got support here, so the weight's got some support there, but I've got to fill that curve out there. So I'm going to put a shaped piece of timber in there and across and screw it to that, so that'll be the support for there. Okay, now here, a bit different. I was going to take that out. I still may do, but the reason why was because I've got to get this piece in. So that's got to go down behind there, and this is what takes the weight of the roof. This here, this takes the weight of the roof on both sides. So I'm putting a strengthening beam across there. Okay, and then when that's done, then I shall screw this beam. You might be able to see better from this side. You can see this beam is in, it's resting on there, so that's supporting it. I've got to push that up. That's up there to bring the ceiling line back up, and then I'm going to screw this piece onto the window frame there, and the same there. I'm going to screw through there, and that'll really be a solid fixing then. But you can see how much the timbers have sagged. See that big gap? Really bad. So they need to be propped up to give the ceiling its shape again. So I've taken the old ones out. There was one there. So you can see what I put in instead. I mean, this is just thin ply, and I put 1.5, well, it's 2x2 in it, 2x2 up there, that is. But it's been shaped to give the roof its shape back, and that's going to be solid. You're going to be able to walk up on there. But these pieces here, look, I mean, you can see they're just rotten. So there's no strength in there at all. So I've taken them out. See them strips, I've taken them out. So out here in my workshop, my new workshop, if Sylvia let me have one, I'll have it. This would be brilliant for a workshop. Tons of room, radiator, on green wall. I could put a nice workbench in here, a nice saw bench. Oh, I'd be in my element. But anyway, what I'm doing now is I'm shaping those, you know, those beams I was explaining, I put into the campervan. Well, they've got a curve on them, you see. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm planing this down, getting the curve right. So I'm using an electric planer. I think a bandsaw would probably be a better job. So bear with me now, and I'll just. So you got the idea. So I'm just playing them down. And when I finish that, then I'll put that up in the roof space. Because the next piece is a different shape. So these, I've made a pattern for these, but the next one will be a different pattern. So I won't be using that. Okay. So that's the piece done. It's only slightly curved, it's only slightly concaved, you know, slightly concave that way. If you can see the line, and what I've done is I've just trimmed off the edges so that it doesn't cut into the fiberglass, any sharp edges to go into the fiberglass, you know, so when you're standing on the roof will be hitting a flat edge and it won't be hitting a corner. And I've put these to go about 4 inches, 5 inches either side on the support that's either side of the campervan, so that'll take a lot of the strain. So there you go, that's that one done. I was cutting out the little grooves, little groove where the centre rail of the campervan is, but it doesn't seem to really make any difference. So I'm not going to bother cutting this one out now. So that's it now. I'm going to go and fix this in and screw them up, and it'll be a great job. Catch you in a bit. So we've just installed a bit of the vapour barrier insulation type stuff. I'll turn you around and show you what I mean. So this is the stuff. It's got silver foil on the one side, and it's got a sticky back to it, and you peel the paper off. You know, you peel the paper off, and you stick it to the underside. You stick it to the underside of your roof. Hopefully it'll work. So I've done this piece here. If you can see by here, I've installed a piece there just to try it, because in the morning there's a lot of condensation in this area here. So I've put the vapour barrier up and the insulation. I've screwed these beams in there, this side, that's all been screwed in, that's been screwed in. I've just got to put another strengthening piece across there. I've got another beam in here, got that second beam in there, but I've got to put a piece like that just on here to lift that up. See, can you see? To lift that up, and that'll raise that, and that'll support that roof really well then. I want to try an experiment on this. I want to get some of the sealant that we use around the window, because that's also kind of a glue. So I want to try and stick a piece on there onto the ceiling to see if it sticks well, and then I'm going to screw some strengtheners into it to see how it works out. But I'll let you know how we're going on with the experiment. So you can see I've used this Tiger Seal. It's an adhesive sealant. It seals and bonds permanent, and it can be overpainted. It can be used for concrete and everything. So it's got waterproofing and gluing power. So I've got this piece of timber here, nice piece of timber, and I've put a good bead of that Tiger glue on it. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to go out of the van now, and I'm going to stick it up on the ceiling. And if it really sticks well, then I can actually screw things into that, and that'll give me a nice fixing point, solid fixing point. So there you go. I'll put that piece of timber up just by there. You can see I've glued it on, and I want to see, it's just an experiment to see if it really glues to the fiberglass. I mean, if it does, it'll be great, because I can then put fixings on the ceiling, and I can screw, you know, underneath into it, and that'll give more strength. Oh, it's all a learning curve. I'm probably making loads of mistakes, and